Getting invite his opponent, TAGleague.
Oh, I think we're gonna see that clash and the Hayabusa.
We may well do. It's going to be a fascinating one. I'm going to turn you up a little bit. Your volume is low. Can you speak again?
Yes, hello.
That's better. You're a little bit louder now. Perfect. Good luck. We see
All
both
right.
guys in here. They're ready for the final. Go when ready, guys. Best of 3 for the finals.
I believe it's gonna be the signature Hayabusa and the Tank Arena facing off.
It could well be, but then it is best of 3, so we might see some weird stuff to throw them off in game 1. Let's see.
Can we throw in like another rule? Like we do not play the same don't play the same heroes as last game.
We could
make it.
We could do that for the next tournament. That could be really fun. Like each game, you have to. Yeah, the guy you picked last time is out of the equation. I would just need a mod to track that kind of thing. But yeah, we can definitely do that. Here's the Hayabusa, though. Yeah. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He waited till the last second. He made us think he might pick something different, but there it is, locked in.
I mean, they gotta go for the comfort, go for the hero that they locked into this tournament.
For sure.
That win this.
He's pulled off a great comeback with Ken in the semi-finals with Hayabusa. Who's he gonna face?
Saber.
Yeah, it was a Saber.
I reckon it's going to be the Karina.
Ooh, it's a Saber.
No, never mind, Saber.
Wow.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay, so it's another test for Bogart to see if he can face off against that Saber.
Yeah, in the last game, he was down early but pulled it back against Saber, and so he's gonna feel like he's got the hang of this pick and this matchup. Let's check the chat again. We're back live. I see a few people. Gary Walker smiling in the chat. Welcome. Shimmy Shimmy. Ken. I'm Wello. Clarissa Rassos. Welcome. I will count up all of the MetaMask wallets, and there's not too many of you that entered, so I think everybody who posted theirs will get a prize, but they're probably full now. They're probably all taken, so you can stop posting your MetaMask wallets. Viewer rewards will be distributed 3 days after the tournament. Same with the prizes, as per our sponsors Lootbox and UGE. Okay.
Oh my god, are we gonna see shades of the last Hayabusa game that he had? Because Bogart was phenomenal against that Saber. Even though he was at a disadvantage in terms of kill potential in the early game, you know, things could still, you know, fall into Hayabusa's favor if he plays his cards right.
Right, yeah, he has to just be a little more careful than he was early game, right? And then he'll be okay. Yes. But yeah, great matchup. We've seen this one. It was an exhilarating match, and we're looking forward to seeing that again, actually. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn down the desktop volume ever so slightly. That's very loud, but we're good. We're good now.
Okay, very interesting route that the junglers are taking. Bogarts did go for the defense booth to respect the damage output of the Saber, but Saber went for the Swift boot, so he just wants to keep on farming.
Interesting, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad tactic this early on. There's many different ways to get to where you want to be, but we could see that pay off in different ways. I mean, Ken here, over in the side jungling, and TAGleague.
Yeah, he has to go away. Most probably, TAGleague kind of washed Bogart's game against the other guy. So yeah, he's probably going for that route instead.
Yep.
He did want to go for that, but he has no more rotating swords, so he cannot quite go for the combo yet. Both are in very equal ground. No one dying, no one getting killed. But again, whoever takes this buff first
is going to be in a big advantage.
He has to go for it. Okay. Oh, who's gonna take it?
Wow.
It's actually TAGleague.
Wow, okay, TAGleague. Did he get the buff as well? Yes.
I think he did.
Yeah, I think he did. He got the buff and the kill. Really impressive early jungling and invade there, and he'll be very happy with that. Now he can smash some gold.
Yeah, Bogarts had no choice but to use a shadow kill, but like He's trying to find a window for him to secure that purple buff.
Well, he's got a chase on here.
Okay, is it gonna be enough? Oof. No, it will not.
Very close. Jizzerking gets away. Good escape. But the turtle is free right now. And Jizzerking's gonna be over here jungling, so he's not really gonna pay attention to it. What's better, turtle or purple buff?
In terms of the distribution of experience, I think it's a turtle buff. But, you know, it's basically equal because, then again, look at the gold.
Yeah, Jizzer can come in here and get the last hit. He didn't. He did.
What in the world?
Wow.
Yes, he's gonna have to run away. Oh
wow, he gets the purple and the turtle. That's really, really hardcore there. Impressive play. Was patient.
Okay, that's an advantage all around. He gets both objectives, but Hayabusa gets none.
Right, and it was really patient. Like, he didn't panic because a lot of people there might have just left their purple buff and ran over to the turtle, but he didn't panic. He knew he had time. Good timing and good patience and good play.
Thanks to the swift boost, the attack speed is faster, which means, like I said, he gets to farm faster. He's not quite trying to look for those kills early on,
right?
But he's gonna attempt on here, looking for another attempt, and he does. Oh my god!
Wow, okay, really close.
Bogarts did secure his purple, so that's fine.
Yeah, he got the buff, but now he's got to flee. Oh.
Sword! It cancels the recall. Shadow kill though. But he does have the swords. He does not. He does not. No.
Oh, the timing. He didn't have what he needed.
Rather.
Yeah, Jizzerking gets the kill again. Goes up 2-0. 1,000 gold lead. Sometimes comes out of nowhere.
Okay, Bogarts needs to be more patient than that.
Mercy. Don't give him mercy. He asked for mercy in the last game, and we saw what happened there.
Take no prisoners.
That's my advice.
Abuse that advantage.
Yeah. There's the first tower down, and it goes to Jizzerking. Not showing any mercy, but Bogarts feels like he can chase. Might have been bad timing. Wow.
Okay, the defense is not enough because he is so in the lead right now. 3,700 in his hands. Like, he has an item already. Hayabusa does not. He's on his way with his war axe, but then again, there's not a lot of burst damage coming from Hayabusa. And despite the Saber not having the defense boots, I don't think the Shadow Kill is not quite enough to kill because his ultimate is still at level 1. He is at level 7. He needs to upgrade his ultimate to get more damage out of his ultimate.
Agreed. And we saw this in the last game though. He went down to kills early, and he didn't panic. So
going for another attempt.
But he's gonna have to leave the purple buff there to Jizzerking. He knew.
He's gonna have to respect it.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't. He knew he couldn't stand firm there. But he's gonna go and try and steal the orange buff. He might get it. Jizzerking kind of knows now. He's on his way there.
He knows. He's not there. Oh, the dash does not quite get through it, but doesn't matter. He goes out anyway. Okay, a little bit of a botch in the dash because he just ran into the wall instead of through it, but nonetheless.
Still stopped him.
But nonetheless, if Hayabusa is in range of the ultimate, he's gonna die. So yeah, like it doesn't matter if Saber is seen. If Saber is present, get out of here.
Yeah, especially with that level advantage.
And the item advantage.
Right, exactly. All of it in Jizzerking's favor right now, and Ken's gonna have to pull off something like he did in the last game. Not saying he can't.
Okay.
Wow.
Good strategy there.
Really close.
Okay, he used a shadow. He didn't quite get the ultimate in time. Not fast enough reaction. He got the shadow kill and he cleared the minions on the way, which directed the aggro.
He knew he was there.
And he was really low.
And he made him use his move.
Okay, trying to poke him out. He doesn't have shadow kill. If he would have had shadow kill,
he might have got the kill right there. Yeah.
One of the shadows was in the bush.
Right.
So, and Saber, if the Hayabusa wasn't seen, Saber cannot use the ultimate on him. And if he does use the shadow kill from that bush, that could have been a kill onto the Saber. But unfortunately, it's on cooldown because he just used it when trying to defend the tower.
But he gets a purple buff. He's slowly trying to creep back into this and not let Jizzerking get too far ahead. They're one tower each, but it's not the middle tower.
He does have Dreadnought armor, he's able to get that shadow kill, but he runs away with his shadows.
Yeah, he had to. He had to there, but at least he's able to get in and out of these fights now. Earlier, he wasn't able to even escape.
Oh, he doesn't expect. He doesn't expect. Oh my god!
He didn't know he was there. That was so close, man. Oh.
Man, if he would have like
even walked through the bush, yeah. Even if he'd have put a toe on it.
Not just walk through the not just walk through the bush. Just let the swords fly just a little bit to cancel the recall.
Right.
Which could have given Hayabusa no choice but to like show himself and try to get out of here in another way. But unfortunately, Saber did not expect it. They just keep on farming.
Yep.
Like did not utilize the swords to like try to check bushes or like cancel the recalls.
Fair enough. It would have been interesting if he had, but he didn't quite figure that one. And 3 level advantage now again, and 2,200 gold, and it's becoming a bit insurmountable again. But we've seen Ken pull it off from this exact spot before, so he'll be hoping, he'll be thinking he can still do it.
Saber doesn't have any respect on the damage output for Hayabusa as well, because he doesn't have defenses. It's all pure damage, so if he does get a really good shadow kill or at least some sort of poke with his shurikens, at level 12, he could get that kill onto the Saber. But the question is when.
Right, and if he gets caught himself doing it, he's going to be in trouble. He's losing a lot of the jungle fights and having to give them up and give ground, which really benefits Jizuking, who gets the orange buff, and he's going to think he can get this purple buff. He may well get it. He does.
He does.
Yeah, that's hard, man. That's really hard, and very clever play from Marino to shut that down, but yeah, it's a tricky one. Here comes the wave onto the tower.
It's a 3k lead.
Wow.
And I think that's going to be enough damage.
That's too much damage.
Lead.
Yeah.
Take no prisoners.
Jump in.
Okay, so he knows at that threshold, even like 90% HP, that's gonna be able to kill. So Hayabusa really needs to respect that. I think he needs to complete the antique harass now instead of the dreadnought.
Oh, here comes another wave. Jizuking, instead of going back, he's gonna try and get this tower. That's wise. It's a good push. Good aggressive player.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy, no mercy. It's not happening this time round.
He goes in, another ultimate, and it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, that's it.
It might be over.
It might well be.
Yeah, a whole minion.
A whole
cannon minion.
Yeah, a whole cannon minion. That's enough time.
That is one-sided enough.
So, do we see Ken have to swap off his Hayabusa? Is he confident enough to try and play it another way? Let's find out in game 2. That was the first game of our best of 3. Goes to Jizuking. Incredible stuff. Wow, 11.11.
There's a game 2.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, best of 3. Best of 3 for the final. We won't be long in getting it set up. I'll have them invite me right away.
Yeah, like if you can gauge your damage to the point where like a one shot is possible, you have no choice but to respect it and get that farm that you need in order to reduce that damage output. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Like even like a couple defense items, he still gets one shotted by the Saber.
For sure, and yeah, it was one of those games where. Yeah, it was one of those games where, like, it's... yeah, we can go. It was one of those games where, for sure, like, early on, it was really close, but that, the snowball effect, as we've talked about in every 1v1, it just becomes insurmountable, and there's not a lot you can do about it when you get down 3,000 gold. That's one-shot territory, right? Yeah.
And it goes to show that like a good enough Saber would be able to kill off that Hayabusa, but unfortunately, okay, a bit of guts, showing guts. He still wants a Hayabusa.
Wow. Okay.
So what? He's gonna make a gamble and think that Jizuking's gonna pick another hero, maybe the Karina or something.
The double bluff, like, oh, you think I'm gonna pick a different character, so I'm not. Who's
bluffing and who's not?
Right. Okay. So here we go. Hayabusa locked in for game 2. Ken didn't perform as well as he would have liked with it in game 1, but can he change that?
Is it going to be a Saber still?
It could well be. It is.
Oh!
The double bluff didn't work if he was attempting it, because we got the same exact matchup, and I think Ken is going to have to just play a different style, a different format here. What can he do differently?
Well, first off, the emblem, the jungle emblem. So he really... Okay, so he knows that he cannot fight. At that point in the early game, he cannot fight against the Saber. A one-shot is like so imminent that he has no choice but to go for a different route. Focus on farming.
Right.
And just stay away from fights as much as possible.
Right.
With this emblem, you can farm very faster than the Saber.
Oh, okay. So
he's your usual.
So he's gonna have like a gold lead if he really just sticks to the farms and doesn't get drawn in and trapped into fighting early. So good tactical analysis. Let's hope that's what we see from him. Marino's going to be hoping for more of the same.
In exchange of extra farming speed, you're going to lose a little bit of damage because the stats that the jungle emblem gives doesn't have a lot of attack, not a lot of penetration. It's really focused on farming and you know, the usual stuff as a jungler.
Right.
You're not going to be built as a killer, but you're built as a farmer to try to secure those objectives. Speaking of who gets it, the Little Wanderer does go to the Hayabusa.
Right.
So
those are the things he's looking for early. He really doesn't want to get pipped to the post. Like in the last match, all of the buffs got stolen off him early, and I think that's what he was trying to counter, right?
Yep. The mindset for the Hayabusa is like what I said. Yeah, I just gotta farm faster than the Saber, not get killed. Because if I fight, I'll most probably die.
Right.
So
makes a lot of sense, and it's a good early start for him. He's level 4 already, and over here Jizuking catches him, but we're gonna see Ken hit level 5 first, I believe. Interesting start. Both guys farming. Neither guy has even thought about fighting each other yet.
Okay, I might get the feeling he's gonna go for a tank jungler route because he's not building damage. He did use the shadow kill.
Oof.
Yep, the damage is not enough. Yeah, Saber only has the boots. A gold disadvantage. In terms of gold, a disadvantage because Saber doesn't have anything else but the swift boots.
Right, and
so yeah, no damage, not a lot of damage, not enough damage whatsoever, but he does have something. And he's still trying to be the aggressor there. An early retribution for Jizuking, so Hayabusa secures it for himself.
Oh, okay. I just missed that. I see. He used the retribution on the way out. Okay, makes sense. And he needed that because
Saber used it early.
Right. He doesn't
need that HP is still there.
Right, because he really needs those. He needs to make sure he does not have jungle steals going on against him this time. That was what cost him big in the last game, and in this game he's managed to keep the gold lead and get the turtle. And I think he'll be much happier with his start to this match.
Yeah, Hayabusa going for a different route. He did use defense first instead of damage.
Very interesting.
And a secure there, but will a shadow kill be enough to kill?
It's going to be close. It's going to be really close.
Oh, he does.
He gets it, and there goes the first blood. And this time it is to Ken. And we're going to see if this game goes to 1-1. It's going to be really interesting if it does.
Very excellent adjustment.
Yes.
That is the key word, adjustment.
Yeah, we did ask.
He's got to go for a different route, and that's exactly what he did. Go for the fences. He knows that he cannot kill with the damage because he's going to be out damaged. So just take the damage instead and try to hope for the best that if you can kill with enough survivability in your hand. Because
right. And pick your
with
spots.
With the jungle emblem, like, you're gonna farm faster, and you see that attempts by Jizuking to try to steal, but he couldn't get there like quite in time because the buff is gonna be gone before you know it.
Right, that makes sense, and it's a very good adjustment. We asked what he could do differently this time, and he's kind of showing us, and it's interesting to see level 8 to level 6, and he has the 600 gold advantage this time. Jizuking going to clean up his purple buff.
Is he going to be the aggressor?
Yeah, will Ken get aggressive? Maybe. Here we go.
Shadow kill who gets it. It's actually the Saber, but it's not going to be both have buffs, so Saber secures it, but he is so low in health.
Yeah, he had to back off.
Oh goodness me. Oh, he didn't quite. He's level 8. Okay. He doesn't have to use a shadow because he has the ultimate ready. Yeah, he knows the ultimate is ready, so he doesn't use a shadow to go back in. Okay. Very good discipline for Bogarts. Okay. Oh, I'm catching my breath.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Good action, high paced. Even though it's 1v1, like you can tell these players are well skilled. They know their characters well, and they have a really good concept of how to play them.
Yeah, like 1v1s, like I said before, that you gotta use like 110% of your brain. That, 1v1 is just 1v1. Yeah, just you do your item, get the kill. But like, there's so much more elements that you have to look at when trying to examine a hero, and like which. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's gonna be close. And Jizzaking's managed to catch up the level. Wow, he's cut down a level advantage already, and yeah, wow, good stuff. And the gold's still massively in Kenken's favor though, so still massively in Kenken's favor the match, but Marino will be happy with the way that little segment played out in his favor.
Oh my goodness, man! Like this, I'm speechless. Just the 1v1.
It's good, man. Yeah, no worries. I'll make sure to be speaking and pick up some slack. And here we go. The problem for Jizzaking so far is he keeps getting pushed back, and Kenken now has like we said, he's got the ability to be the aggressor.
Yep. And considering that he has a good amount of defenses while he is in a lead, Shadow Kill will be enough to kill Jizzaking. Ouchie me.
Okay.
Jizzaking, I think it's his turn now to try to build some defenses.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. I'll pull up the items, and so far it's boots, sword, dagger. So yeah, he needs to probably build a little bit more defensively. He will be realizing that now that he's 2 kills down, right?
Yes. Especially with a how many gold lead? 1.3.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot more items there. And Saber is still trying to go for the Hunter Strike. So like going for like the preset builds that they offer for themselves.
Right.
So yeah, Saber needs to like adjust really quick because this is gonna turn into a 1-all if that continues.
For sure, and there's the turtle, and Jizzaking has to back off.
Oh man, like he's feeling very more confident now that he's building some defense items because you can go in, like try to do the combo you want, because I know that my Shadow Kill could be enough to kill you there, but will it be? Almost there. Oh my god.
Probably
almost.
not, but he manages to escape.
Oh.
Wow. Good
Man,
stuff.
The window of error is like still too high for the shadows.
Right.
So like you gotta have some patience and try to in trying to like take that what?
What the what? He went and chased him in the jungle and actually got him. It was really impressive kill there, and yeah, it was a leaped in. I think Marino had stopped paying attention just for a split second, like he was farming, he was just jungling. Kenken jumped on his back.
I think JCK should be saying mercy now.
Yeah, the other way around, right? Oh, that's why you should never show it. It won't be shown in return. Here's the purple.
Just like the line in Hamilton, don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Right. It's an interesting line, a very poignant line, and yeah, don't show your hand. If you show your hand, you'll tip the enemy off. And here it goes, Kenken jumping in. If he gets this kill, and he does get it, it's gonna be.
He's above level 12, level 13.
Yeah.
He knows the Saber does not have defense items, so he went straight for the Blade of Despair.
Wow, but he did actually make a little mistake there. It might cost him, because he's got to back off, and he can't quite finish the base this time.
In 5 seconds, Saber's gonna be there, and he is in enough of a threshold to try to go for a kill.
Yeah,
but
it's so risky.
Gonna be out, so yeah, lifesteal. Oh my god, okay, perfect timing to dash out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, base is exposed nonetheless.
Yep, it was a good tactical play. He got through, but Obviously now the base starts to heal itself slowly, and Kenken's going to clear up this minion here. Nope. No, he's going to let them do it themselves.
He doesn't want to show himself.
Right.
He does not want to show himself.
And that's why.
But dash out, shadow kill. It transfers onto the minions. So yeah, a bit of a wave clear on the side.
Yeah, nice.
Inadvertently.
Inadvertently.
So, like,
yeah, it's fine. It's an attack. We're not going on that. Like, those kind of little procedural things that happen.
Like how the skill works. Like
exactly.
You not intended for it to like work like that, but like
right. But it does anyway.
You can't do it.
Yeah, he didn't mean that. We've seen that. We've had it before with the guy who throws his shield like a spinning disc. Who is that? I can't remember who it is.
Uranus?
Yes. When we said like we had a tournament with no push, and people got really cheaty with that skill. Because like,
oh my god,
are you pushing the tower or are you just killing the minions next to it? It's, you know, there's like a wow, great kill from Ken as well there whilst we were discussing that.
And Saber does have the Dreadnought armor. He's respecting it, but then again, the shadow kill does not.
Care.
The armor passive does not affect the shadow kill, so he's gonna need a lot more defense in order to keep that up. But I don't think it's gonna happen anymore because it's gonna be potential 1-1.
Wow,
yeah.
We go 1-1 in the final. Don't celebrate, just get it done.
Adjustment is needed. Adjustment is needed.
Wow, adjustment was needed, and now we have to ask the same question of Jizza King, right? What can he do? Because he will be confident with the saber. It went so well for him in game 1. What items?
It's trial and error.
Right. What items would he need to build to now counter the Hayabusa we just saw?
Maybe we go tank saber like I mentioned because that's my personal playstyle.
Right.
Like, very unconventional. But if maybe Saber could go for defensive items. If not the Saber, I expect the Korean to come out in the next match.
That's a good shout as well. I'm inviting Rayash into our final lobby. I'm waiting for Jizza King. He's still in a lobby. Let me just there he is. I've invited him. This is game 3 of the final. Great stuff, great matches, close, and you can see the tactics on display here, like counter picking, back and forth, and let's see what we get for the final. Like you say, a tank saber would be really cool.
Yeah, you should see one of my matches, like one of my posts that I use tank saber, because like there's the mentality of players that if they see something different, it's automatically bad. You know, like it happens a lot, especially in the pro plays when teams are experimenting or like having their own gimmicky meme type cheese builds or something that could work in a way that you want it to be. But sometimes if it doesn't work at that certain point, then they would start trash talking you because of you playing that certain thing instead of the whole picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. So what they're doing there is that, it's the trial and error thing you mentioned. Like they're really hyper focused, but sometimes that can cause a problem when you're not looking at like something that might be like a left field pick. Like right now, if Ken just picks like just something completely not Hayabusa, we're gonna be a little bit, we're gonna be thrown off. Right, we're gonna be like, what is going on? Prince Silver says, "Can you shout me out? Thanks." I absolutely can, Prince Silver, and Conten Moba, and JK Shi, and Clarissa Rassos. I'm Wello, and Ken Ferrer, who's in the final. He must have typed that a little while ago. Nice.
I'm gonna mark out if we see another hero, because
I think we might. They're calling for a wait.
In these games, it's 3 games, so they know each other. At one point, the Hayabusa was at a disadvantage of like a full damage saber, but now an adjustment was made in order for the Hayabusa to get that advantage onto the saber. So the question is, should we go for that same rock paper scissors type of matchup?
It's tricky, isn't it?
Or are we gonna see someone different?
It's such a gamble. Like if you go for it, they know you're going for it. But if you don't go for it,
they don't know you're going for it.
That's the catch-22.
Yeah, just throw them off, because like You know, I play solo queue. It's fun to manipulate people.
Hayabusa.
So like, I use Tank Saber to throw them off because
That's a good one.
they know like I'm kind of a threat, but at the same time I'm not because
Right, they think you're a
I-
threat, so they go for you, but you're the tank, so you can take it.
but I can still be an initiator for the team, and I can still be able to like quite get the kill. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
But you're not the main
initiator.
you're not the main
Initiator,
killer.
yes.
Right.
like think of it like the tank junglers, like Fredwin, Akai. They're defensive, they're jungling, they're here to secure objectives. But like if you see someone like an assassin, but still go for a tank build, you know, you can throw them off. That's why the meta's evolving so constantly. Like another one in the XP lane. Oh shit! Oh my god! I swore, but
It's fine.
Jungle Emblem. Jungle Emblem.
You're allowed to swear on TAGguild streams. We're not too super professional. It's fine. I probably swear too. Hayabusa Jungle Emblem, Saber Jungle Emblem. What are your thoughts on that?
I did mark out. Oh my god, we're gonna see a tank meta type in assassin type match.
Yeah, well, you did want tank versus tank, and here we go. even Hayabusa's laughing.
He knows. Okay, adjustment after adjustment to throw them off. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times.
It's not
I'll be
happening.
that stupid.
Yeah. Ah, good stuff. And it's 1-1 in the final. Winner takes $25, and I believe a Vortex NFT as well. We'll get more details on that after the match. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that's why I like throwing people off. Here's my playstyle when I choose like heroes that don't normally use damage items as as a tank. Like 2 examples are one Saber because I like the one-shot potential, but at the same time I can be used as an initiator for my team thanks to the passive. Like Saber's passive reduces physical defense. Hold on.
It's close.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay, back to the kill. Okay. So back to the topic. Saber's passive reduces physical defense. But it's not just for yourself, it's a debuff.
Wow,
So
okay.
you can use just the swords by itself and let your other damage dealers do the work, like the Dairoth, and like your physical marksman. Your marksman can deal more damage because of Saber's passive. So just be in range, and yeah, that's all. That's basically supporting. A support type jungler, Saber can really do that. He can also do initiation. He has crowd control, single target. If he catches one, that is an engagement, and you let your teammates do the rest.
Yeah,
So it's one of those things.
It's a good play style, and it makes a lot of sense, especially in team play. In 1v1,
yes.
It's pretty weird to see, right?
Yes. On 1v1, I do not recommend because again, you're a tank Saber. You're not gonna kill.
Right.
That is
you
one
might
problem of tank junglers.
Right, but you might be able to, like, if you're very, very, very sneaky player, you might be able to pick your spots near towers and use that to get the kills. But other than that, it is, yeah, like you say, it's a low damage class, or a low damage side class almost that he's building out. Anyway, it's going to be very interesting because both guys very level early on, not really any gold in it. Level's about the same.
Hayabusa going for the same route, Dreadnought armor first. Oh, but ultimate after ultimate, not by getting killed.
But nobody can die because they've both got that. They've both got that survivability this time, and yeah.
Not really that survivability. They don't have the assassin emblem.
Right.
They don't have the amplification of damage from that talent, the high and dry, and the penetration is just full on farming. But like, can you kill each other just yet?
Not yet. as we've seen when they've come together. So far it's been close, but not really close enough. And here's Ken picking up his orange buff, and King is just... He pushed the lane a little bit, cleared out his lane, and is heading over to the jungle. What bug is that? That King is... What's the thing that King just killed? I never know what to call it.
What, the little thing that's going around?
No, I know that one. I mean, like in the far corners of the jungle, you have like
Oh,
the
that bug. Oh, the bug, the crammer.
right,
Yeah,
the
it's just
crammer.
one of those. It's just one of those, or it's crammer or beetle. It depends on the map that you choose.
Right, makes
Because
sense.
you have different schemes. But then again, it's just a normal monster.
Yeah,
Creep.
normal little creep. But I just never learnt their names. Yeah.
Oh,
But
really? Okay.
that's cool. That's cool.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Some
The more
other
you know.
maps, yeah, on other maps, the one next to the orange buff is called the Rock Ursa, but this one is like a golem or something.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
But then again,
I know the
these
rock.
don't matter, the effects.
I know the rock Ursa and the golem because yeah, I know those two. But I just didn't know the beetle and the what did you call the other one? The bug.
The crammer.
The crammer. Cool. I'll remember. Future reference is always good, and this is why we like to have Ray Ash on. His knowledge of even the smallest things in the game is top notch.
Hey man, I learned from the best when watching the Pro League. Shoutouts to the casters that I look up to, that I also met in real life, by the way.
Nice. Very cool. We are looking forward to seeing who gets this final. It's Jizza King, slightly behind, but really close match. Nothing major in it. Like, it's just a tiny bit of a level advantage and tiny bit of gold.
Look at how slow they're trying to kill each other.
Shadow kill, and he gets it. Just.
Shadow.
Whoa! Whoa, he hasn't even got any blue. There's no blue on his health bar. How did he survive that? He was as good as dead. Really close.
Imagine it was like a double kill on the one class.
On the one class.
So funny to see.
Poor Jizza King. He was so close with that though, and there goes Tower 1.
One more sneeze and he's done for.
A blow, literally a gust of wind would have killed him at that point. Wow. Purple buff goes down as well. Ken's still farming well. Jizza King trying to catch up. It's going to be tough. Not impossible. We've seen crazier in this very tournament.
And we've not. And if you think it's all crazy enough, because we've gone way beyond crazy.
Yeah, we've got tank assassins fighting each other with like the most.
I mean, tank assassins is no stranger to the pro scene because the Karina is one of them, but like in an unconventional way where you would just build tank on whoever you want it to be in order to get the playstyle that you wanted.
Right.
Like me personally, Saber. And like there's some like people build fighters as tanks.
Yeah.
Even marksmen as tanks.
Fighters as tanks make sense. I've never quite understood the marksmen as tanks, and I'll explain why. It's not that it's bad class, but it feels unoptimized. Now there are times when it makes sense, very specific times, like you said, when you're countering a matchup. But like most of the time, you really want to go damage as a marksman, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, there's some aspects of the kit that would urge you to build tank.
Right.
Yes, you can build like tank items as like a small tank item, like Dreadnought armor. You can build a small tank item just to like, you know, have an easier time.
So you're not getting squishied, yeah. Basically.
But building like a normal, using it as your normal build, like you have your preset build, but if you like, you don't usually have a set build, like how you would build a tank, like how you would build a marksman, like how you build a tank.
Right.
Not, you need to like get some damage, but get a little bit of defense so you can survive a little bit.
Right. It's quite a complicated timing as well. Like you don't want to. If you build tank too early as a marksman, you show your hand, and they can kind of counter it. And so like there's that's why I never personally like the play of doing it, but I get what you mean. There are times when you have to, right? There's like no choice.
There are two examples throughout the years. There are two examples of it. One is Brody. Before, like way in his debut,
right?
Like, his damage was so high.
Back in the day, yeah,
back in the day, his damage was so high that even if you build tank items, he would still hurt because one of his skills, his killing skill, his ultimate, is HP based. So you don't have to build attack because HP based damage is going to kill anyway.
Right.
Another example is Poporan Koopa.
Yes.
Because that's the dog. He can be built as a roamer. He can be built as a tank, by the way.
Oh.
And he still can. Oh.
Jizza King had to
Shadow
back
kill.
up. Yeah, had to back up into his tower. Has to flee. This has been, because of the emblem choice, it's been a much slower match, but Ken is slowly eking out that advantage now, and he gets the second mid tower, but
Ultimate there.
he's in trouble here.
Maybe enough. Oh, no.
Wow.
Almost got it.
Both guys.
That's one basic attack.
It takes them
One basic
so
attack.
long to hurt each other. It's amazing.
Yeah, really?
It's a
The
lot.
jungle emblem.
Yeah.
Less damage but more farming. And if both players are just not dealing that much damage and just trying to focus on farm, it's just like a bit of a stalemate in terms.
Yep.
If they're in equal ground, there's gonna be a stalemate. If they build full tank, we're just gonna sleep.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been the most fun, but let's check the items quickly. Who do you think has the advantage on that edge? Obviously, Ken does from the gold, but in terms of what they're building towards, do you see anything that helps them more than the other?
They're going for the same item routes, but then again, Bogarts does have the Blade of Despair on his way to the both of them on their way to the Malefic Roar, so penetration.
I
So they
see,
really
yep.
want to bypass the defenses. They
Right.
both have the Hunter Strike. One has the Blade of Hephaestus for the first strike damage, and Taibo has the Blade of Despair for like the overall damage, the physical
Right.
attack stat that item gives. So yeah, a bit of equal ground in terms of like item completion, but then again, it all goes down to like which strikes first and who gets the better punishment.
Right, and obviously Ken ahead because of the gold, but it's not insurmountable. We've seen crazier comebacks. Both, Ken level 15, Jizza King level 14, but both heading towards where they want to be. Like, Jizza King won't
They
be
got-
too worried.
They got their Malefic Roars in unison.
I see that. That's crazy.
Like,
Oh!
the icons pop up on their respective. Oh my god, what the heck?
Whoa!
Not quite enough. Oh my goodness me.
Unbelievable stuff, but again, neither of them have the damage to quite do it, but purple buff goes to Ken. He'll be happy with that.
And they kill each other already. God damn. They're trying, but like they can't.
They can't. It's the emblem, and even they knew at the start of the match. They knew it was going to be one of these ones, and that's fine. At least it's been a nice, close, intense final, and it will go right down to the wire. That's always a nice thing. Great semi-finals, great 2 final matches, and this one for all the marbles. Who's going to take it in the end of it?
You thought that like those tank matches are not gonna be fun, but for me, the fact that it could be boring is fun.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You don't really expect it.
It's like
And
when...
it's funny. It's just funny when like you expect them to kill each other, but for some reason they just can't.
Right,
I'm trying.
it's like
I
when
think-
two defensive football teams play each other, and oh, it's going to be close here again, and same
Okay, the transferred. Okay.
same end result though. Both of them still standing. Yeah, it's kind of like when two defensive football teams play each other, and like
It's like in Pokemon Metapod, both Metapods use Harden.
that's it. That's a great description. Metapod uses Harden. It had no
Use
effect.
Use Harden.
It had no effect. Metapod used
Defense
Harden.
Rose. Metapod's defense.
Oh
Rose.
yeah, it is defense Rose, isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
What's the one that has? Oh, it's Magikarp, isn't it? Magikarp used
Magikarp used Splash.
Splash. It had no effect.
Splash. No, they're still attacking. No, so I don't think that. I think Harden is the better.
Yeah, you're right.
Analogy.
You're right. True.
Is it? Oh my god! I see Hayabusa built up the Wind of Nature, so he wants to completely negate the physical damage, but Saber would choose otherwise.
Yeah, so they have
What
slightly
he's
differentiated.
Slightly different. Saber would look for, I believe, the final Legion Sword item is going to be the Blade of Despair.
Right.
And both built anti-care ass. Oh my god, they cannot kill each other.
That's
they
funny.
upgraded the Dreadnought armors. Oh my god, okay.
Here we go. So it's really going to come down to a very slow and kind of methodical push. And can Jizza King stand up and get a kill near his tower? Or is Bogart's Ken clever enough and close enough to finishing this game? We'll find out very shortly.
In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
He gets the tower.
Next episode, though.
I have no idea.
Kill. He got the ultimate there. Shadows are off cooldown there.
Wow.
And they got it.
There it goes. He's just got to wait for his minions.
35 seconds. One kill is all he needs. Oh, Jesus, man.
There it goes.
GG, one full wave. He is done. He is done.
Wow. Thank you very much, guys. What?
Like he said, I have enough of it. He said he has attack speed. I have enough. Ah.
Good on Ken, and honestly, good on Marino. Great first game, and he kept it close in every match. And
really good series.
Yeah, really great matches. From the semi-finals onwards, it just became really tight, really tense, and we really enjoyed that. And obviously, welcome back to all of the people that got knocked out, all of the people that didn't quite make it to the final. You'll be welcome back next week. There's going to be another event. I'll post details of that. Big thanks to Ray Ash, my co-commentator. Big thanks to Vortex Game Launcher. Into the Vortex. Definitely check that out. Definitely go and check the beta out. There's lots of cool Web3 games on there. And you don't need to worry about, for example, dodgy downloads or scam games approaching you. If it's on the launcher, it's been tested, it's safe, etc, etc. So we really appreciate those guys having us in their Discord for tonight. And a big shout out to UGE, Underground Esports game, basically tournament platform. They are building a competitor to community gaming. It's going to be really good. We look forward to showing that off and using it in the coming weeks. And then finally, big shout out to Lootbox Fund. They will be the viewer reward distributor. Everyone who sent their MetaMask wallet in the chat will get a share of the viewer's prize. That will be distributed in the next 3 days. And same for the prizes. Any last words on what we just saw there, Rayash?
I need to sleep.
Have a great sleep, man.
Joking aside, that was like soup. That was like way fun than expected,
For sure.
For 1v1, because
for
we know
sure.
how technical that they can be, and the adjustments so far that we can like tinker in and like try to look at, so that they can just basically learn a thing or two and about itemizations and such, and like what tactics that they have to do against certain heroes. Is just you don't usually do it that much in a 5v5 setting. So just focusing on like one hero and just talk about it and like show your knowledge and like what you think of those heroes and how to do or like how to use and try to like approach. It's just it's a good opportunity to do so.
Yeah, it was great stuff, and both players, all of the players really, did themselves proud, but both of these finalists especially, really tough matches, 2-1 in the end, with Ken taking the win. Marino, close second, and we'll get something figured out. I think there's some Vortex prizes for first and second place, so we'll discuss that and inform the winners and everything. And thanks everyone for showing up. Thanks to Ray Ash for co-commentating with me. It was a blast, as it always is, co-commentating with you. Learned even more about the game, as I always do and always say. If anybody here needs a caster for their live events, if anyone needs a coach for their MLBB team, Ray Ash is your guy. Like he's probably proven it to you already in this stream, so definitely hit him up for sure.
Yeah, follow my page, Ray Ash. If you want some, hero tutorials or like some edits or basically earning or memes or such.
Good old classic memes, alongside great coaching and little bits of information that will definitely make you a better player. And then, of course, he's available for casting should your tournament need a caster as well. So, great stuff there from Rayash. Great stuff from our finalists. Great stuff from our semi-finalists. And we'll see you next week with another Tag League. We'll be in another community server next week, but we will be back in Vortex very soon. Catch you all soon. Peace, guys.
GG, well played.
That's the one.